Here you and I sit 2,000 years later. How resilient are you? That you can take a hit, take a punch, take a left-handed compliment and dismiss it as if it was never said. How resilient are you when you get in an argument with your spouse that you will not make it personal? How resilient are you that you will say sorry regardless if it had anything to do with you or not? Because peace must reign in our families more than who wins or loses. Are you resilient enough to admit you were wrong and be man or woman enough to admit it? That if you made a public outcry, you make a public apology. My brother and sister in Christ, how resilient are you when somebody else gets the credit and you say absolutely nothing so you don't disparage her? How resilient are you when the credit that was supposed to go to you goes to somebody else? Or you get blamed for something that was not of your fault, but you take the hit because you know they can't afford to take it? How resilient are you to turn your cheek as Christ has asked you and I to do? When the good Lord says, when they hit you on your left, give them your right. He's talking about being backhanded. That's the only way I can hit you on your right cheek. He wants to know, will you be eternally strong enough to say, I don't care who wins the argument. I don't care who gets the credit. I am going to be so resilient that I'm not going to let the evil one roam in my thoughts and consume me with worry that I'll actually spill the venom on everybody, ruining their day as well. That I will worry so much that I can't even have a breath without spilling it and make other people worry, because I got to believe that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. And nothing comes to me unless it goes through him. And if he brought me to it, he'll bring me through it. Enough is enough. Your job is to be resilient. You must finish this race at all costs. When somebody writes something ugly about you on Facebook, how resilient are you to turn the other cheek? How resilient are you that when you see something come up, you just dismiss it and stop reading it so that you don't partake of the sin? You pass it on, you think about it and speak to it, you've committed the sin. My brother and sister in Christ, it's imperative that our names are in that book of life, and that somewhere on that list after Peter and Mary Magdalene are yours and mine and our children. The devil will go to the ends of the earth to break you. All you and I have to do is stay in the day, to consume the Eucharist,